take their time to wake up. Oh wait, guys, hold up. It's already starting to burn. There was something that he wanted to mature in. Hi my loves, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because I decided to participate in Vlogmas. We're participating in Vlogmas this year, except I had to be a little bit realistic with myself. Like, I knew that the whole 25 days was probably not going to work out. So I thought it would still be cute to do like 12 days until Christmas. As you guys already could probably tell, this is Vlogmas day 1. And for today's video, I thought we could kind of throw it back to like the old YouTube days and do like a Q&A while I'm making some cookies. I used to love watching Q&As, and I'm just like, one of these days, like I'm gonna do a Q&A. And I'm also gonna be making my brown butter cookies. I love these cookies, they're so good. And I'm not even a big chocolate chip cookie stand. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll take a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chip, but this one is actually really good. So let's get started with that. Follow me to my stove because my kitchen is just really big and humongous. So let's go. Oh my gosh, I told you it was huge. So we're gonna start with our butter. You wanna use like a really like high quality butter. So I always go to Kerrygold. You'll just need like 1 stick of this. Bro. So now that we're back, I guess I just had like butter fingers or something. Okay, I'm actually sorry. I'm done with the dad jokes. Like, seriously, I'm done. You're gonna start with like, I think this is 8 tablespoons, and we're just gonna heat our stove up. I wanna say to like 6. You don't want it to be too hot, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing about this like brown butter, obviously guys, I washed my hands, make sure you wash your hands. The thing about like brown butter is that it's very quick to get brown and it can very quickly like burn. We don't want burnt butter because that will actually like be tasted in your cookies. The butter has already started to melt, so let's get started with some of our questions. The first question is, did your family have any Christmas traditions growing up? Back when like Santa was a thing, we would like always, for some reason, we found ourselves like going out on Christmas Eve to, you know, go to family members for like dinner or something like that. We would come back at like midnight and we'd look under the tree and there'd be like no presents there. Our parents would tell us to like go to sleep because if we don't sleep, like Santa isn't going to come. Because we were so excited, we'd wake up like around like 6 in the morning and like go downstairs and the presents would be there. And just thinking about it now, like it brings back so many memories because back then, like getting to like, oh my gosh, this thing is sizzling. Let me mix this. But back then, like getting to like, you know, have that anticipation about like the gifts and everything and just that excitement that comes with it was definitely something that I'm so like grateful that our parents like made sure that we had in our childhood. So we'd wake up at like 6, like all of my siblings and I, we'd like sneak downstairs and we'd be there just staring at the gifts. I guess our tradition was that we could not open it until like our parents would wake up, and they wouldn't wake up until like maybe 10 or 11 a.m. Something about it being Christmas morning, they would take their time to wake up. Both of my parents are typically like early risers, but for whatever reason, actually like I feel like they wouldn't even wake up until like 11, 12. It's something about them knowing that we have to wait for them to wake up in order for us to open our gifts. Makes the sleep even sweeter for them. We would literally just be there like talking to each other, me and my 3 other siblings, being like, oh, what do you think you got? What do you think you got? And I remember we'd like pick up some of the gifts and we'd like shake it or we'd size it up and try to guess like based off of our list, like what we think we received from Santa. You know, being a child, like you don't even know, but it's just like the simple things, the little things just make you so happy. The next question is, what was the best gift you ever received as a kid? Oh, hands down, an iPhone. I kid you not. I genuinely believe that like I wouldn't say my generation because I am Gen Z. I don't know what to call it, my class, my year. I don't know what to call it. The oldest of Gen Z to experience what it's like having like a flip phone, but also transitioning to having the iPhone. Literally going to school, middle school, I was so hyped when I got my like little slide up phone so I could text, bro. The way I was texting, I just be like this. Like, you could not tell me anything. But in middle school, there was this one guy, and he was the only one out of all of us. We would all sit in the back. He was the only one out of all of us who had the iPhone 3. That was like either one of the earliest models or like the newest model. Oh my gosh, why did I just turn on my other stove? Oh wait, guys, hold up. It's already starting to burn. You see, it's starting to brown a little bit. let's not chat too much, okay? Hold up, hold up. He was like one of like the only people that had that iPhone 3. And so when he had it and the rest of us had flip phones, like we were all just so jealous. This is new technology. He's really up there for real. I remember begging for my parents. They're like, you don't need one, you don't need one. And I don't think they gave me an iPhone until like my freshman year of high school. Sorry guys, quick intermission. We gotta brown our butter. I get really distracted when I talk sometimes. Like, whose idea was this again? My first iPhone was the iPhone 6. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. That was probably like one of my favorite gifts because I didn't think my parents were gonna come through with that, but they did. So with your brown butter, you know it's ready when it kind of has like this, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this very deep, nutty smell. Yeah, let me transfer it over real quick. Guys, I'm scared I actually overcooked it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It still smells nutty. I feel like I could still use it. I actually took it off the stove, like at the time that I need to take it out. But I'm not going to lie, I forgot that the pan is still hot to continue to cook. You know it's like overly browned when it smells acidic. This doesn't smell like acidic. This still smells nutty to me. This is why it's good to like live with other people because you can ask them, hey, how does it smell to you? And they'll tell you, but now it's just me. And I don't know if I can trust my judgment. Like, I don't know if it's just me not wanting to waste butter or if this actually smells like how it's supposed to smell. I think it's fine, child. I think it's fine. Okay, actually guys, I think it's actually okay. I don't know why I doubted myself, but upon doing some research, it's still good. I would, to be in the safe zone, like take it out when it's a little bit more golden, but this dark brown will still work perfectly fine. That was a close one. All right, so let's get started with our mixing. We have our brown butter. We're gonna start by adding both of our sugars. So I have brown sugar and also white sugar. This is half a cup of each. We're just gonna put that in here. Oh, okay. We're just gonna mix this up. While I'm mixing this, I can get started with my next question. What's a moment you look back on now and see God's hand in? I can answer this one from this year. Let me actually lock in real quick. Let me lock in. Okay. So our sugars are pretty like blended up. I'm just going to now crack an egg in this. I cracked my egg and now we're just gonna mix that. And that's gonna take some time just incorporating that. So while I'm doing this, we'll answer the next question. This one is easy for me to answer because I feel like I just received this revelation this year. There was a point in time, like early 2025, I was so frustrated because I felt like I couldn't hear God's voice. Like I really felt like I couldn't hear his voice on certain things. Like I'd ask him questions about like specific things that were going on in my life. And he was not talking. Like, I don't even think it was like one of those things where, oh, he's like talking and just not able to discern it. Like I genuinely feel like he just actually was not answering the questions I wanted him to answer. That was just so frustrating to me because I felt like, God, like you're speaking to everybody else, but you're not like speaking to me, like what's going on. But I just remember like, I really forgot how this happened. If I look at my notes, I'll probably see because I write everything down. But I remember it got to the point, I think somehow, somewhere, I think I had read like Matthew 6:33, which is seek the kingdom and its righteousness and all will be added onto you. And something happened. It was definitely the Holy Spirit, but like something clicked. And I felt like I understood, but maybe didn't have the words to articulate that I was in this place where I was mainly praying for things, but I wasn't seeking God for who he was, who he is, sorry. Who he is. Wasn't seeking God for who he is. After I read that verse, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna actually, for like these next however many months, I'm actually just going to seek God. Around that time also, I had been listening to a lot of Apostle Stephanie Ike. She's like my online mentor. Like I really love her teachings. I'd been listening a lot to her and I feel like around that time, I was also probably hearing sermons that spoke about how there comes a time in your walk where like you need to be the one chasing after God too. He will chase after you, but like you have to be the one that has that desire to want to get to know him deeper, not just because of what he can give you, but because of who he is. That really just like sat with me. That started like me just really being so serious about like being in my word intentionally. Because before then I'd be in my word, but it'd be like, okay, that week maybe I'd read my Bible like twice, and they'd be like 3-hour long periods, or one week one, but it'd be like 4 hours and stuff like that. But it was never consistent. Something happened where I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna stop asking you questions. Like, I actually stopped praying about some of those. I stopped praying about those things like that I was asking about. Like, I stopped praying about it. I said, you are going to answer. Like, there's no way I'm gonna get close to you and you not answer in your own timing, because he hears them. He hears every prayer. So I trusted, even in like that moment, I trusted that he heard my prayers, but I just knew that perhaps I needed to actually focus on him instead of focusing on what was going on around me, my circumstances. That produced so much good fruit, bro. Like, I got to a place with my relationship with the Lord where I have never been before. I'm looking at myself like when I first got saved, and then even when 2024, when I was walking in my walk, and I realized, oh my gosh, there's so much. That season, and I still feel like I'm in the season, but like I'm just a student. Like, I'm here to learn and be a child and to just learn from him. I just like really thank him, because I realized like I have a love for scripture. Like, I love the Bible. I told him, like, I don't want you to speak to me unless it's through the word. Like, that's how serious I was. Like, I don't even know what, it had to be the Holy Spirit, because I don't even know what would like tell me to say something like that. But like, I literally told him, like, I need to get to the point where like, I only seek your voice in the word. And that is what happened. Even just moving, there were so many things, the way that the enemy tried to attack my mind, my thoughts. And I just remember one day, like, there's just so much. We are going to chat, because this is a channel that loves Jesus. God has been so good. And so now, going back to the question, I realized that what God's hand in it was bringing me closer to him, right? Like, I feel like he purposefully did not allow me to receive some of the answers that I wanted. Because I mean, think about it. I would have been just praying and going to him just so that way he can answer my questions. There was something that he wanted to mature in me. He wanted to show me that like having a relationship with him is not just coming to him when I need something or whatever. Of course, we should always go to the Lord, but having a relationship with the Lord is literally meeting him like every single day, spending that time with him the way that you would spend with anybody else. And that's something that he wanted to teach me. And that's something that I'm still like learning, but he's gotten me to the point where like, I just love my time with him. And so I will always thank him for that, for actually allowing me to not hear anything. It allowed me to really just like focus on something else other than my circumstances. It allowed me to really just pursue him. I am just so grateful that he allowed me to experience this. So yeah, definitely thank God for that. Now we're gonna speed mix. Okay. So you want it to be like this ribbon-y like type of, texture. All right, so now we are going to add the rest of our ingredients. We want 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Guys, I don't know why I just thought about this, but my sister says that I have like a sad beige theme going on in my apartment. She's literally exaggerating. I only thought about it because like, look at my measuring cups. Like, they're literally this cute beige color. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care if people think that beige is sad. This is my first time having an apartment. If I wanna, live out the beige theme for one time, let me live it out. Because it's nice. Like, you cannot lie. It's nice. And maybe, who knows, my next apartment, maybe I'll have a green chair or something. Burnt orange carpet. Like, oh. Oh. See, this is the thing about your siblings. They will literally, I brought this over to the house because I knew we were gonna do some baking for like Thanksgiving. So they will literally use all the vanilla extract, put it back inside the box and be like, here, Kate, thank you so much for letting me use it, knowing that it's finished. Okay. Luckily, I have another one. So we're gonna use 1 teaspoon. Just put that in there. We are going to add 1 or half a teaspoon of baking soda. You wanna add this directly into the vanilla extract. I think it like activates it or something. Don't quote me. You wanna add it in there and then we'll start to mix. Actually, we need to add half a teaspoon of salt. But to be honest, I always just put like less than that because girl. All right, guys, we are in our final stretch, okay? We just have the flour left. So this is 1 1/3 cup of flour. We are just going to incorporate that in. I like to also just add in my chocolate chips, so we're just mixing one time. I think like about a cup is fine. So we're just gonna sprinkle that in. Okay. Let's answer the next question. Now we're gonna be getting to some questions that focus a little bit more on style. You know, I'm a fashion girly. We love fashion on this page. This question says, what was your childhood style versus your style now? I actually just did a TikTok on this. My style back then was very much following the trends. I was going to Forever 21. Forever 21 was that girl back then. I used to shop a lot of like super like fast fashion, but like low quality clothing, because unfortunately like it would not last me a year at all. I bought a lot of like really like trendy things, but like nothing would actually last me that long. I would wash my clothes 1 time, 2 times, finish, like finito, done. I have already mixed up my dough, my cookie dough. So good. I know what you guys are about to say. You're not supposed to eat cookie dough. I don't care. It tastes really good. So now we're gonna make these into some cookies. You wanna take like, you know, your pan and some parchment paper, and we're gonna get started on this. While I'm scooping this, I got my handy dandy scooper. The next question I have is, what is the smell that instantly puts you in a good mood? I'm Cameroonian and I adore puff puff. Whenever I'm at home, my mom would like cook puff puff. I get so excited. Like, I don't know, if you know me, you know I love puff puff. So yeah, so that is a smell that puts me in a good mood. I have another question. What's a simple joy that makes adult life fun? I don't know if this is simple, but I think something that I've really loved about being an adult is being able to have my own money, and meaning like I can travel. I can literally wake up and be like, you know what? Yeah, I want to wake up in Paris. Hello? So I don't know if that's a simple joy, but that's something I've definitely enjoyed about adulthood. Another one is, what's a hobby you want to try in 2026? I am an African girl who cannot dance. Like I can do a little like 1, 2, a little, okay. But to like do like the feet stuff, like I can't even pretend to do that to you right now. Like I always like wonder to myself, what am I gonna do when it's time for my wedding and I have to do my entrance? I want to take like Afrobeat classes, but like beginner level. We'll start with 6 cookies for now. I'll just make the rest like later. Yeah, so we'll put that in the oven. So you want to bake that for at least like 10 to 12 minutes, but honestly, I would just bake it until like it's like golden brown. All right, guys, so the cookies are done. I took them out like a little bit early and just let them continue cooking like outside of the oven. They honestly look perfect. They look kind of like soft and they're huge. So I'm really excited to dig in and have just one. Just one, because guess what? We have self-control. Okay, and watch some Love is Blind. I am so excited for this. I don't even like chocolate chip cookies, but this recipe is so good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. How does that look? Can't tell me that doesn't look good. Let me make sure it does. Yeah, it looks good. All right, let's taste. Cheers. Wow. We got a little ASMR action going on. That's really good. I think this is a good place to end the video. I know you guys are sad. I know you're gonna miss me, but we have to go. Okay, stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe so you can see my face again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this far, I love you. Literally, thank you for your support. God bless you guys, seriously. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.